Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We're in week 5 of our London Bulldogs franchise, and we'll be in Northeast Ohio on the shores of Lake Erie, battling off against the 3-1 Cleveland Browns. And we're going to be at First Energy Stadium in the 216 and the 440. So, weeks ahead after this game, we'll be at home against the Carolina Panthers. And then once we get into week 7, we'll be away at Jacksonville, battling off against the Jaguars. Week 8 is our bye. And then after our bye week, we'll be in East Rutherford, New Jersey, battling off against the New York Jets. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff time.
Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Cam Newton and the London Black Knights.
Alright, now it is kickoff time here in Northeast Ohio in the 216 and the 440 here in Cleveland. And now the London Bulldogs, Black Knights, kick this off, and the Cleveland Browns will return. They do get stopped down around the 32-yard line. So we see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. And it's now going to be a 1st and 10. Mayfield, he throws this football. He passes it to Odell Beckham Jr., and he gets the first down. 20 receptions, 274 yards, and he hasn't scored a touchdown this season, Odell Beckham Jr. Maybe today could be the first episode he scores a touchdown. So, anyway, 1st and 10. They're going to run the football with Nick Chubb, and he loses 1 yard there on that play, as it will now be 2nd and 11. We're going to use some man coverage here for the defense. And, let's see, the Cleveland Browns are going to throw the football, and he caught it, and that is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Browns. They're trying to move the chains here, and they want to score a touchdown to take this lead. So now they're going to run the football with Nick Chubb. He breaks tackles. He does get that first down whatsoever down at the 32. And this is going to be 1st and 10. We're going to blitz here at the 43-yard. From the 32, we're using the 4-3 defense. And now Nick Chubb, he runs the football. And Joel Bedino, the Cleveland Browns offensive line, is down and hurt. So, anyway, 2nd and 4 now here for the Cleveland Browns as they're on offense. And we're ready to play some D. So, he throws the football that time, and it is picked off by Jalen Ramsey. But there is a flag, and it's supposedly on the Browns, and we're going to decline. So we're going to be at our own 20-yard line, and the Cleveland Browns do get their first turnover of the game, and the London Black Knights have possession. So we see Cam Newton stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. So he's ready to throw this football pretty deep, and he's going to throw it to Antonio Brown, and he gets a reception there for a gain of 8 yards. So this will now be a 2nd and 2 here for the London Black Knights here in Cleveland, Ohio. And now Cam Newton, he throws his football deep to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown, my friends, he's going to roll it into the end zone, and he gets a touchdown for London. 72-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights will lead this 7-0 here in Cleveland, Ohio. Alright, now it's 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line here in Cleveland, Ohio. as the Cleveland Browns here, they're going to think about throwing the football. They're going to pass it to Odell Beckham Jr., and he gets stopped at the 39. So a gain of 6 yards there on that play whatsoever. And it's now going to be 2nd and 4. So, Baker Mayfield, he throws this football to Jarvis Landry, and he gets stopped at the 48-yard line. And we're going to blitz here on defense. This might be the final play of the first quarter. He might not even make the snap. So he actually doesn't make the snap. So the London Black Knights are now leading to 7-0. I like how they use the emerald lighting on the background on one of the downtown Cleveland building skylines. And believe it or not, I think it's the Key Bank Tower. If you've been to Cleveland, you'll probably understand what the Key Bank Tower is. It's actually the tallest skyscraper in the state of Ohio. It's around Progressive Field in that area of where Quicken Loans Arena is. I still call it Quicken Loans. I'm not a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, but it is the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse now. So it's 3rd and 16 from the 48-yard line. And Baker Mayfield, he gets sacked by C.J. Mosley. And it's now going to be 4th down here for the Browns. So they have to punt this away. And Antonio Brown, who you guys saw score a touchdown in this game earlier, he's going to return this punt. Number 81 for London. So he's going to get stopped at the 48-yard line. And this will be a 1st and 10. We're going to use the I form. We're going to run the football. And we're going to use Frank Gore as our running back. So I hand it off to Frank Gore. He's on our other franchises as well. I like using Frank Gore. There is no Todd Gurley in this episode. He has an injury, so he will not play for the next few weeks. So 1st and 10 anyway from the 23-yard line here in Cleveland, Ohio. Cam Newton, he's going to throw it to Rob Gronkowski, and Gronk gets this into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. So that will be Gronk's first touchdown of the game. It will be 14-0. So we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now it's 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. He throws it deep, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. So he has 1 INT, Baker Mayfield, in this game. And this is now going to be a 2nd and 10 now from the 48-yard line. So now he's going to throw the football, and he's going to pass it to Jarvis Landry. And that will be a 3rd and 2 now here for the Cleveland Browns as they're on offense. And they're going to throw this to the receiver, and Baker Mayfield throws his first touchdown pass of the game. So that's 44 yards for Cleveland. And now we'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Cleveland, Ohio. And Golden Tate III, he's ready to return to kickoff here for London as he's at the 30. He's trying to break a tackle, and he actually does get stopped at the 47-yard line. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10. So now we're going to use a strong formation here for the Black Knights. So I'm going to use the rookie Austin Bleakney, who went to Kent State University. So this will be his NFL debut. And now this will be a 1st and 10 here for London. And now Austin Bleakney gets that 1st down. He gets his first career reception. And Cam Newton, he's 4 for 4, 113 yards. So he's done pretty well, I'd have to say. Really, really well, I'd have to admit. But we're going to use a PA post shot here on 2nd and inches now from the 44 here in Cleveland. So I'm going to throw this football to Justin Jefferson, and we take the timeout here for the London Black Knights. So it's now 14-7 here in London. I'm going to use the I'm just going to use a simple I form play on 1st down and 10. So I'm going to sub out Gronk, and I'm going to put in Austin Bleakney for our London Black Knights. So he'll hopefully get his first career touchdown in this game. If not, he will in the next episode. So I'm going to throw this to Austin Bleakney. And Austin Bleakney, the tight end, catches his first career touchdown reception, the rookie from Kent State University. And the London Black Knights now lead this game 21-7 here in Northeast Ohio. We'll see you guys in the second half. All right, it is kickoff time here at First Energy Stadium. Beginning of the second half, by the way. And Golden Tate II, he is ready to return here for the London Black Knights. He does get stopped, though, at the 27-yard line. So, Cam Newton, he's going to play till the end of this third quarter. And then I'm thinking about using Joe Flacco to play part of this fourth quarter. So, 1st and 10, 27-yard line. Newton, he gets sacked there by Olivier Vernon. And now we're going to do a PA flood pass play on 2nd and 14. Now, we lost 4 yards on that play, so just keep that in mind. So now Newton, he's going to throw this to Austin Bleakney, and Bleakney gets that first down there. So he has had, I think he had caught 3 receptions, 43 yards. So he's only 57 away from making that big 100. So I'm going to put CJ Mosley as my as my linebacker for my first tight end, and I'm going to put Austin Bleakney for Rob Gronkowski. So, anyway, 1st down and 10 here for the London Black Knights as we're on offense. So, Cam Newton, he's ready to throw this football deep. He's going to pass it. And this will be Newton's first incomplete pass of the game, which is okay because we're doing really well with Newton. He has nearly 200 passing yards in this game, so that's really what I'd like to see. And I'm going to pass this to Austin Bleakney, and Bleakney gets that first down there. He has over 200 yards now, Newton, and we're just going to do a simple run play with Frank Gore. Since this is the third quarter, they're at the 31, so Gore, he gets stopped down at the 29-yard line. So 3 rushes, 26 yards. So now I'm going to use the counter weak zone with my running back Frank Gore on 2nd down and 8 from the 29-yard line. So now Cam Newton hands the football off to Gore. And Gore, I think, loses about a yard there on that play, as in a matter of fact. So now 3rd and 11 out here for London. And we're going to use the stick pass play. And we got Newton as our quarterback. All right, so Cam Newton, he's going to throw this to Austin Bleakney. And it turns out it's going to be incomplete. So now this will be 4th and 11 now. I'm going to still use that same exact play until we get that touchdown. So 4th and 11. Newton, 3 tight end formation here for the Black Knights. So I'm going to throw this to CJ Mosley. The linebacker catches his first touchdown reception of the season. And we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. So it will be 29-7 when we're on defense. Anyway, 2nd and 12 now. Beginning of the fourth quarter here in Cleveland. So Mayfield, he looks like he's trying to avoid being sacked. And he actually does get sacked by Jerry Hughes. And it's now 3rd and 25 for the Cleveland Browns. So this London defense knows how to play football today, it seems like. So they're going to throw this football, and that could have been intercepted, but turns out it is not. So this will be 4th and 25, and they are likely not to get it, that first down. So they're going to throw that deep, and it is intercepted by Richard Sherman, the former Seattle Seahawks secondary. He gets an INT, and he gets 1 INT, 2 tackles there on the day. So now we're going to use a passing play while using you can't use Bleakney. He's already on the field, so He's number 45. So I'm going to use the dagger pass play on 1st and 10. Cleveland, by the way, does get its second turnover. And we use that hike. And now Flacco, he's going to throw this to Austin Bleakney. And Bleakney gets a touchdown. So this will be his second career touchdown reception. It will now be 36-7. All right, now this is going to be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. And Baker Mayfield does get sacked by Sheldon Rankins. He gets his first sack of the game, second on the year for him. So London now has 4 sacks defensively. And now this is going to be 2nd and 22. So he's going to throw it deep. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. So he has 2 INTs in this game. Baker Mayfield. So that first interception was in the end zone area. But will we get a third? And Jalen Ramsey gets his 2nd INT of the game. 3rd interception this season. So now we're on offense. So we're going to play some offense. So we're going to use the PAX dig on 1st down and 10 from the 32. We only got 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. And Joe Flacco gets sacked by Olivier Vernon. So Vernon has 1.5 sacks in this game. So I'm going to use the PA middle shot pass play on 2nd down and 18. So Flacco, he's going to throw this football deep. And he catches it, drops it. And we're going to use the dagger pass play on 3rd and 18 from the 24. We only have 29 seconds to go before this game is over, and we win our 5th game of the year. So I'm going to throw it past to Austin Bleakney, and it's incomplete. So now this will be a 4th and 18 now. I am going to have to fake this punt. And Earl Thomas, the former Seattle Seahawks secondary, is going to be my receiver. So I'm going to throw this to him, and he actually catches it. Ugh! It's incomplete. So now we're going to use some man coverage here on 1st down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Only 17 seconds to go before the London Black Knights win. So Mayfield, he throws the football. That's going to be incomplete. So now we're going to use some 2nd down and 10 from the 24-yard line. And we're going to play some D. And Baker Mayfield gets sacked by Ed Oliver. So Ed Oliver gets his first sack of the game. And the game is going to be over. So the London Black Knights win it 36-7 in Northeast Ohio on the shores of Lake Erie. And they get their 5th win of the season. By the way, Ramsey with 2 INTs. Austin Bleakney makes his debut. And I'll explain more about it when we get into statistics. All right, Cam Newton has 153.8.3 pass rating, 9 out of 11 there, 233 yards and 4 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs on the day. Joe Flacco, 1 for 3 and 1 touchdown. So receiving wise, Austin Bleakney in his debut, London Black Knights debut, has 6 receptions, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. CJ Mosley, Demarcus Robinson, who scored Cleveland's only touchdown, Rob Gronkowski and Antonio Brown both got touchdown receptions. So let's take a look at how many sacks we got. Olivier Vernon had 1.5. Jerry Hughes, CJ Mosley, Richard Sherman, and Sheldon Rankins, along with Ed Oliver, had 0.5. All had 1 sack. So Ramsey had 2 sacks, and Richard Sherman had an interception as well. So no defensive touchdowns. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a great Monday, everyone.